Hello, this is my first ever live stream, and today we are talking about Winter Storm Barbara. Now, I named this. It's really dangerous, and let's just show you where it is. It's right in the Vermont, New York, northern New York area, and also Maine. Let's look at actually one of the place. Let's look at actually how this is gonna play out. Um, Starting. Let's see how this is gonna play out. Yeah. So as you can see, it moves. Uh, it's actually, if you actually look very closely, Cornwall. This is actually in Canada, but look, in Cornwall, I'm not sure where it is, but I'm pretty sure it's in Canada. You could see it's a really it's going to be really interesting if it's going to be a mixture or snow, because as you can see, so we're at 8:05, right? And there's a mixture of sleet. When we go to 8:10, here's where it starts to get a little icy, and this is because it's later in the day. Now we go to 8:15, and as you can see, it's turning back onto the sleet part. Now it's going into the full-on snow, which is kind of interesting, because it's going later into the day. At 8:25, um, it's complete snow, and it still goes on to complete snow until 8:31. This is where it gets really interesting because it's right between the snow, ice, and rain. So when we go to 8:36, it's so close to the rain and snow line. As you could see, it's in the snow, just barely. If you go even just a little south, you will get rain. If you go a little bit to the west, you will get ice. If you go more to the north, you get heavier snow, although not as much. I mean, if you go over here, kind of. So when we go to 8:46, it's a little different. It's so close. Now it's on the ice again, and this is because it's heating up even more. But it's some parts of Cornwall actually might have rain at 8:45. Now at 8:50, what's gonna happen is that it's gonna be in rain, but it's barely going to. Actually, most parts of the city, maybe the outer parts of the city, as you can see, is probably going to have some sleet and snow. So let's go to 8:55. It's going to be rain. So yeah, that. It's still rain, so it's not that bad. This is where it gets pretty interesting. There's some snow pockets. Probably because of lake effect snow, but it's very light. 9:08 is completely, and then at 9:13 there's no rain or snow, or there's nothing, and just like nothing, and so let's now look at 9:15, and it goes back to snow. The 32-degree line is keep fluctuating. Now 9:23, it's in the snow again. 9:33, it's gonna be in the ice again. So it's gonna be kind of fluctuating today. And we go to 9:50, then it's completely gone. So let's look at Cornwall. It should be Cornwall, Ontario. Here we go. Here it is. It is currently not too bad, and also I think I didn't do it right because I'm not sure. It says it's gonna be cloudy, but I'm not sure about that because we said that there was gonna be some. I'm pretty sure I meant this, but there's definitely gonna be some sort of rain snow mix because when we saw there, yeah, it's pretty bad right now. It's not, it's not too bad, but that's what's kind of what it's like. It shows that at 11:15 that it's gonna be on the rain and snow line. So we're not sure about that yet. But with the actual, let's see how fast it actually goes. Because uh, here it is, and you can see that Cornwall is getting hammered by this. Ottawa's going to be pretty interesting too. First of all, it's a bigger city, and second of all, it's also going to be just like Cornwall. It's just more on the snow side, and it's going to have no rain whatsoever. Maybe on the south side, but really, it's pretty interesting actually what it's like. Um, but yeah, so let's look a little bit more south actually, and we got some really interesting stuff. Down here in this area, there is snow, lots of snow, and let's see how this will actually play out. Uh, looks like. Okay, so right now it's kind of loading and it's a little laggy, but let's look at Plattsburgh, where there's mostly going to be snow, and there's going to be a lot of snow. Let's see how much snow you will actually get. It is in New York, but I'm not sure. Okay. Here we go. It says that it's cloudy, but I'm not sure about that because it says that it's okay. Looks like it already passed. I'm not sure. Looks like it says that at like about well, actually, let's just see how much you might get something. It definitely is going to be pretty interesting because it says that it is going to rain and then it's not. So I'm not sure what it actually is. Let's look at the 10-day forecast, and as you can see, it's okay. It's really cold the whole entire time, but this is kind of what it looks like in general. So today is going to be kind of a mixture, and if you're wondering what all this is our not a winter storm. This is this is just some rain just coming in, but that's not actually part of the storm. The storm goes away, but there is actually, that's not actually exactly true. Some of the storm comes up here. Here we go Sunday, and here it is again. But the winter storm's over, but eventually it's gone. But then on Tuesday night, you start to have a winter storm right here. It's going to be pretty bad too. And here we go. The next day, it's going to be really big of a mix. There's mostly going to be a mixture of snow, not ice, but it's going to be really bad. Wednesday night, it's going to be pretty much gone, except some places like. Oh, sorry about that. It's going to be gone, except some places in Caribou and those places in Maine. Then it's fully gone. But then the next winter storm comes. And this winter storm is going to be a full-on winter storm, as you can see. That's what it looks like. And then here comes the snow. That's a lot of snow, as you can see. Then it kind of makes a mix a lot. Then there's even more of a mix. By Sunday, it's all snow on this side, and then rain, of course, over here. For Sunday night, it's going to be lots of snow in Caribou and Bangor. Then it's going to be pretty much gone. So, yeah. Let's actually look at Caribou because it looks like it's being affected a lot. There you go. Here it is. So, we were talking about Saturday and Sunday, and you have a good amount of, especially also the wintry mix. We're definitely going to get covered with you on that. Yeah, definitely. It's going to be actually a lot of snow. You're going to have about 2 to 4 inches of snow, which is actually a lot. You might have even a little bit more. You might have up to 5 inches of snow for Caribou. But actually, no, never mind. You probably have up to 6 inches of snow. Let's look at another place. Let's look at Burlington, Vermont. Same exact. We're gonna definitely look at. I'm pretty sure it's Vermont. It's Vermont. Yep, it's Vermont. This one's gonna be a long-lasting. It's gonna start on Friday night. But no, not much snow there. You have showers, rain, and snow, and that's gonna be pretty much nothing. Sunday, that's gonna be the most of the snow, and it's gonna be total complete at about Sunday night. It's gonna be done. So it's gonna be done on Sunday night. I'm probably saying up to about 3 inches. So 1 to 3 inches of snow expected. So let's look at now Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Here we go. So this one's not going to be as bad, and I could understand, but it's definitely going to be really close because it's going to be 34. And so that's going to be a pretty big mix. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a mix. Let's look, actually. Look what it was going to be. It was going to be, yeah, it's kind of a mix. On Saturday night. Yeah. Saturday night is going to be probably a mix of snow and rain. Yeah, we also have a river flood advisory for Pittsburgh, so make sure about that. We also have some other stuff to talk about, especially the extreme heat that's happening in California. Let's look at it right now. So, what we're going to look at is we're going to look at extreme heat up to 95 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's November 18th. November 18th. Just think about that. Now, it might be a little bit cold right now, but by the end of the week, kind of by the middle of the week, you will definitely feel the heat. Let's go to one area, which is Los Angeles. This is definitely going to be affected by this. It's going to be, oh, it just changed. Okay. It used to be, it was going to be 89, but now it's 92. But let's look at today. So today's going to be, actually, let's look at with the forecast on here. So we look at the temperature. Temperatures today, 77 for Los Angeles. By tonight, it's gonna be low of 51, so not too bad. 54 in the area for San Diego, 44, pretty cold for San Francisco, might need a jacket. Once we get into here, as you can see, 79 in Phoenix, so almost 80. You're hitting the 80-degree mark, and surprisingly 64 for Las Vegas, which is pretty warm for this time of the year for Las Vegas. Let's go to Sunday night. It's going to be pretty cold. Las Vegas, 40, but you could see that it's kind of warming up. It used to be 44 for a low of here. Once we go into Monday, it's going to be pretty much the same exact temperature. But when the big thing happens, as you can see, the lows are going to be in almost the 60s. Here's where the extreme heat comes. And 76 in Las Vegas, 65 in San Francisco, which is actually pretty warm for this time of the year. 84 for Los Angeles, 76 for San Diego, 81 for Phoenix. La Cruces, 71. Lubbock, even 63. So there's some really warm temperatures. Even Ely, or Eli, or whatever you want to call it, is going to be 58. Reno's even going to be 58, which is really pretty warm. Lows of 60 even in Los Angeles. 57 for Phoenix. 58 for San Diego. 54 for San Francisco. 50 for Las Vegas. 26. So as you can see, if you look closely right here, if you look closely, 26 and 57, they're so close to each other, but they're a big temperature difference. Now we go to Wednesday. Wednesday's going to be the hottest day, I'm pretty sure. But Thursday's also going to be very hot. 68, almost 70 for San Francisco. 91, which is going to be great amounts of fire danger. Nobody's going to be cold in this map, except maybe some elevated areas, but it's still going to be pretty much 50 there. Let's start off with the cooler areas. Let's start off with actually the coldest area, which is going to be 61 in Salt Lake City, 62 in Grand Junction, 65 in Denver, 65 in Guman, 63 in Albuquerque, 64 in Lubbock, 69 in La Cruces, 63 in Flagstaff, 79 in Las Vegas, 86 in Phoenix, 91 in Los Angeles, 82 in San Diego. But the most surprising thing is Las Vegas, because the average highs is going to be in the 60s, low 60s, and mid 50s. But it's going to be almost 80. 64 in Reno, 68 in San Francisco. So that's really warm. We have Wednesday night, going to be even pretty warm there. Almost no place is below freezing, except Eli, but that's in a really cold area. Let's go to San Francisco first. 54 in San Francisco, 63 in Los Angeles, 59 in San Diego, 57 in Phoenix. So you can see where the warm areas are, kind of shaded in yellow. Even in the Central California area. 30 in Flagstaff, so kind of below freezing, 2 degrees below freezing. 51 in Las Vegas, very warm. 27 in Ely, which obviously isn't actually too bad. 37 in Reno, 39 in Salt Lake City, 34 in Grand Junction, 42 in Denver, 41 in Guman, 39 in Lubbock, 42 in La Cruces, and yeah, let's look at Thursday. Yeah, let's look at Thursday. Wednesday was actually supposed to be the warmest time, so I don't know why. I think it was. Okay, so Thursday, 90 in Los Angeles, 80 in San Diego, 79 still in Las Vegas, 67 in San Francisco, 63 in Reno, 65 in Eli, which is surprisingly pretty warm. 62 in Salt Lake City, 64 in Grand Junction, 66 in Denver, 67 in Guman, 70 in Lubbock, 72 in La Cruces, 66 in Albuquerque, and 86 in Phoenix. And that's pretty warm. Thursday night's still going to be even warmer. Pretty much the same exact temperatures. Now this time, almost barely any places are below freezing. Only the two major cities is Eli and Flagstaff actually below freezing. Flagstaff is 1 degree below freezing, and Eli is 2 degrees below freezing, so barely anything. But by Friday, it's going to be a little colder, but it's still going to be pretty warm. 83 in Los Angeles, 74 in San Diego, 65 in San Francisco, 58 in Reno, 60 in Eli, 79 in Las Vegas still, 65 in Flagstaff, 85 in Phoenix, and the other places, even 74 in La Cruces. And then it's kind of going to go off, but actually still 80s in the area, like 83 in Phoenix, and almost 80 in Los Angeles, and almost 80 in Las Vegas, and not as much in San Diego. But almost 80 also in La Cruces, which is going to be one of the warmest days for La Cruces. That's going to be a little colder, and as you can see, it's going to go back down to the 50s. Now let's look at wind. The wind's also not going to be that bad. Might be a little windy today, but besides that, it's not going to be that bad, as you can see. Which means, not that much fire danger, which is pretty good. There might be a little bit of fire danger in La Cruces, Lubbock, and Albuquerque because it's a little warm there, and also there's a decent amount of wind, about 20 miles an hour. Friday goes away. So, yeah, so that's gonna be pretty bad. We almost have a chance of rain, and actually, yes, we do have a chance of rain. That's pretty surprising. We have actually a chance of rain for Los Angeles. 40% chance of rain. It's gonna be, but that's gonna be kind of what it's like. But yeah. Oh wait, did I see rain? Yeah, showers early again. Wow, I'm surprised. So that's kind of the forecast. But let's look at some other areas. Let's look at the north in Montana in that area. Let's look at Butte. It's going to be cold there, but let's see how cold. Okay, so these are kind of, it's obviously going to be warm in the Northern California area. Saturday, very cold in most of the area. Butte, 31, 38 in Missoula, 42 in Great Falls, 42 in Great Falls, 44 in Billings, 30 in Williston, 44 in Rapid City, 39 in Casper, 33 in Lambert. So as you can see, it's pretty cold. And it's, yeah, that's good. Okay, now it's really cold. 12 in Butte, 22 in Missoula, 32 in Great Falls, 21 in Williston, 38 in Portland, 43 in Seattle, and 15 in Elko. Let's look at Sunday. So, 49, 51, 55, 46 in Spokane, which is not too bad. 44 in Burns, 50 in Boise, so a 50-degree temperature. 55 in Rapid City, not too bad. 55 in Redding, obviously. Kind of the same exact temperatures, a little warmer actually. and this is because obviously of all the warming that we have down in Southern California and Northern California too, and also in Nevada and those areas. So it's all gonna be a little warmer. 38 in Butte, 45 in Great Falls, 59 in Rapid City, almost 60. Oh, that's nice. 46 in Lamoury, uh, 49 in Casper, 49 in Lander, 49 in Salt Lake City, 49 in Elko, 47 in Boise, 46 in Burns, and 40 in Missoula. Monday night, there's an extreme cold down in Willingston, which we're going to actually look at pretty soon. 25 in Boot, 21 in Great Falls, 26. But do remember, there's some really warm temperatures in Northern California in those areas. 32 in Elko, 37 in Salt Lake City, 4 degrees in Willingston, which obviously we're going to look at more. This, there's going to be a major, yeah, as you can see this, but it gets much warmer down here, mostly here, right in kind of these areas, like kind of like that, yeah. But it's going to be 60 in Redding, so you got in the 60-degree mark. But remember when it was almost 60 in Rapid City? Well, it's going to be 41. Yeah. 20 in Willingston, 60 in Redding, 58 in Portland, so pretty warm, 54 in Seattle, and yeah, let's... Now even a bigger chill, actually, no, not as much, 12 in Willingston, so it's a little better. It used to be, I think, 4. Now it's a little better, and now it's 61 in Rapid City. You got in the 60-degree mark. Mid-60s in Redding, 64. 60 in Elko, 61 in Salt Lake City. Really warm in all these areas. Wednesday night. So, also, I'm pretty sure Thursday's gonna be the warmest day. I'm pretty sure. Thursday's gonna be probably the warmest day for everyone. 65 in Rapid City. Big warm up. Even 47 in Willingston. 62 in Great Falls. 63 in Billings. 45 only in Butte, but I mean, it could get a little better maybe. 52 in Missoula, which is not too bad. 59, almost 60 in Portland. 56 in Burns. 62 in Boise. 61 in Elko. And yeah. Let's look at Friday. It's gonna be, yeah, not as bad and not too bad, but then it gets a little colder, and yeah, let's go to that extreme cold in Willingston. How do you spell Willie? And I'm pretty sure it's North Dakota. It's gonna be much colder here. Let's look at it. Whew. It's gonna be cold. Okay, let's start the big freeze. Okay. Today, 23 in Minot, 32 in Bismarck, 25 in Fargo, 27 in Duluth, 36 in Marquette, 42 in Chicago, 45 in Lansing, 49 in North Platte, which is probably going to be like pretty warm. Now Saturday night is going to be cold, or tonight. 11 in Duluth, 14 in Fargo, 20 in Bismarck, 17 in Minot, 22 in Glossal, 25 in Miles City, 27 in Casper, 29 in Rapid City, 26 in Fort Collins, 23 in North Platte, 26 in Chicago, 31 in Lansing. So, 31, almost almost above freezing. Sunday's not going to get that much better. Like, not that much better, but except, see this this extreme warmness? Well, that is obviously from the California heat. 57 North Platte, not too bad, almost 60. 52 in Fort Collins, 54 in Oklahoma, 48 in Sioux Falls, 40 in Iowa City, 35 in Chicago, 34 in Lansing, so you can see that it's going to be pretty cold for that. But I want to show you where the big cold is. Here we go. Okay, let's start the big cold on Monday night. 9 in Glossow, 6 in Minot, 11 in Bismarck, 17 in Miles City, Casper 27, Fort Collins freezing mark, 31 in North Platte, 34 above freezing in Oklahoma, 37 not too bad in Iowa City, in Chicago, probably one of the best, 38. Yeah. For Tuesday, it's going to be extremely cold. Minneapolis, 28. 50 in Casper, 54, a little warm in the area like below here, kind of. A little warmer. 54 in Fort Collins, 50 in Casper, 32 in Miles City, or the freezing mark. 25 in Glasgow, 19 in Minot. So let's see the cold temperatures. It's probably going to be one of the coldest ones. The only places above freezing is Casper and Fort Collins. The coldest is probably going to be Minot. Now, it's going to be a little better. Here you can see the line between here and here. Wednesday. 61, 63, 57, 61 in Rapid City, 50 59 in Miles City, 50 in Glossow, 29 in Minneapolis. You can see that there's a big difference. 34 in Lansing, 33 in Chicago, 26 in Marquette, 24 in Duluth, 29 in Fargo. It's going to still be pretty cool, but not as bad. 43 in Rapid City, so pretty warm. You probably don't even need your jacket if you're doing something for like 8 p.m. or something. 39 Miles City, 31 in Glossow, 21 in Minot, and 20. $39 in Minot, and 38 in Chicago. Actually, pretty warm for actually most of the area. 29 in Chicago, 26 in Lansing, 27 in Green Bay, 21 in Marquette, 27 in Minneapolis, 35 in Sioux Falls, 45 in Rapid City, 41 in Casper, 40 in Miles City, and 37 in Glossow. Here's I want to show you one of the warmest days, which is probably going to be this. Even it's going to be pretty warm for all the other places. 45 in Chicago, 47 in Madison, 64 in North Platte, 65 mid-60s in Fort Collins, 57 in Rapid City, 51 even super high in latitude. I mean, what? I don't know. But you can see that it's getting a little colder. It's going to get even more a little colder. And then we have pretty good weather after that. I'm just kidding. let's go now to the South in Texas. Let's go to Dallas. Let's look at the area in Dallas. So it's not actually going to be too bad, especially the heat from these areas. It's going to be with this. 88 in Corpus City, so already warm. 82 in Austin. 70 in Dallas, not too bad. Little Rock, 76. 72 in Memphis. 55 in Wichita. 49 in Pueblo. 47 in Santa Fe. 54 in Albuquerque. 47 in Flagstaff. 79 in Tucson. And 68 in El Paso. So really warm. Even at night, it's gonna be a little cold. 27 in Albuquerque, 24 in Santa Fe, 50 in Corpus Christi, 50 in Houston, 44 in Baton Rouge, 40 in Jackson, 36 in Memphis, 38 in Little Rock, and 31 in Wichita. Now it's going to be a little colder. When I mean a little colder, I mean a lot colder. 68 in Corpus Christi, 67 in Houston, 65 in Austin, 63 in Dallas. Not actually a big change for Dallas. 59 in Amarillo, Pueblo 59, 59 in Wichita, 60 in Tuzla, and yeah, Sunday night. Not too bad. Still 50 in Corpus Christi, 47 in Houston, 43 in Austin, 43 in Dallas, 33 in Little Rock, 37 in Memphis, 36 in Baton Rouge, 22 in Flagstaff, 34 in Pueblo, and yeah. Monday's still pretty good, actually. 72 in Corpus Christi, perfect temperature. 69 in Houston, 67 in Austin, 66 in Dallas, 69 in Amarillo, 53 in Santa Fe. We also have 33 in Pueblo, 39 in Wichita, 43 in Tuzla, 37 in Little Rock, and 57 in Corpus Christi. That means that there's going to be a warm-up. And yes, there is. 82 in Tucson, 79 in Corpus Christi, 74 in Houston, 70 in Baton Rouge, 61 in Memphis, and 55 in Wichita. Do I even have to announce this? 56 in Corpus Christi, 31 in Pueblo, 29 in Wichita. It's kind of the same. Mostly still going to stay the same. There's going to be a little bit of a warmer. 87 in Tucson, 65 in Flagstaff, 67 in Albuquerque, 62 in Santa Fe, 70 in Pueblo, 62 in Wichita, 70 in Amarillo, 73 in Lubbock, 72 in Midland, 74 in Corpus Christi. Kind of the same still. Pretty much the same. And yeah. So now let's go to Atlanta. And the area of Atlanta, Georgia. It's gonna be pretty cold. Not too bad though, and it also shows kind of the same exact area also. Let's look today. 91 in Corpus Christi, 84 in Houston, 81 in New Orleans, 84 in Miami, 75 in Charleston, 67 in Charlotte, 58 in Tuzla, 74 in Memphis. 65 in Miami, 61 in Orlando, 64 in Tampa, 60 in Jacksonville, 37 in Tuzla, and 47 in Charlotte, and 41 in Atlanta. 79 in Orlando, 83 in Miami, so you can see that there's some pretty warm weather here. Actually, really, really cold though once you get to Sunday night. 42 in Jacksonville, 30 in Charlotte, 30 in Atlanta, 30 in Birmingham, 31 in Memphis, 41 in Tuzla, 43 in Dallas, 50 in Corpus Christi, 67 in Miami, still warm. Still kind of warm, but you could see that the heat's not lasting that long. 72 in Corpus Christi, 78 in Miami, 68 in Jacksonville, 73 in Orlando, and 75 in Tampa. A little warmer, 55 in Jacksonville, 38 in Atlanta, 43 in Tucson, 57 in Corpus Christi. So it kind of goes on, staying kind of the same until nothing much actually changes. Oh, here's a big change. 31 in Atlanta, 31 in Birmingham, 28 in Memphis, 31 in Tucson, 41 in Dallas, 52 even in Corpus Christi, 45 in New Orleans, 50 in Orlando, 42 in Jacksonville, 39 in Charleston. Much colder, and let's look at the nighttime, and this is going to be pretty bad. Tucson, 40. 49 in Dallas, 58 in Corpus Christi, 47 in Tampa, even on like Florida, 41 in Jacksonville, 47 in Orlando, 30 in Charlotte. And that's that. Now let's go to what other areas do we have? We have Hawaii. We have Hilo. This is going to be pretty much the same, like most of the time, because it's an island, and you know it's kind of the same all the time. Let's go. Looks like it's not working, maybe. There's the wind working. There's nothing else working. Let's look at Anchorage, Alaska. Here we go. It's gonna be poor. This is probably gonna be one of the worst, actually. Okay, let's look at it. This is gonna be bad. 7 in Bettles. No, not 7. -7. -6 in Fairbanks. 21 in Anchorage. 34 in Bethel. Oh, that's the only a warm spot. 27 in Noman. Do remember this is the daytime. -13 in Bettles or Beatles. -9 in Fairbanks, 11 in Anchorage, 27 in Bethel, and 16 in Nome, and 7 in June. -1 in Bettles, 7 in Fairbanks, 30 in Bethel, 20 in Nome, 22 in Anchorage, and 15 in Juneau. -17 in Bettles, 13 in Fairbanks, 17 in Anchorage, 5 in Bethel, 8 in Nome, 11 in Juneau. Let's look at some really cold stuff. So, yep. 22 in Nome, 5 in Bethel, 5 in Anchorage, 7 in Juneau, I don't know. -15 in Fairbanks, -22 in Bettles. Tuesday, 0 in Fairbanks, 35 in Bettles, 31 in Bethel, 31 in Nome, 18 in Anchorage, 25 in Juneau, or whatever. Let's look at some really cold weather, though. Some mega cold. Yeah, you might actually just stay the same. But staying the same cold is pretty bad. But look at the weather also. The problem is the weather. You're also going to have a pretty wet day in Bethel, mix in Bethel, and yeah, you could see this. Snow comes in, lots of snow, and then it goes away, and it's actually not too bad Monday night. Tuesday's still not too bad for most areas. Tuesday night's not too bad. Wednesday's not too bad. Wednesday night, a little bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And then it goes away. There's lots of storms that come into this area, honestly. And yeah. So, let's look at what other forecast should we do? Can we do the Guam, or whatever it's called, Guam, that area, Guam? No? What's the capital of Guam? We could do that. I'm pretty sure that's not the capital. What's the largest city? DED. Okay. DED. ED. Guess that really just doesn't work, does it? Okay, maybe I'm just gonna, just do that. Maybe something in Guam. What's Guam? Major cities. You go Guam. Let's look at this. There's none for this either. Well, let's look at the forecast for Guam. Kind of the same exact thing all the time, but partly cloudy, PM thunderstorms, scattered thunderstorms, isolated thunderstorms, AM thunderstorms, scattered thunderstorms, isolated thunderstorms, and wind. Scattered thunderstorms and wind, and mostly scattered thunderstorms after that. Let's look at Puerto Rico. Wait. So, guys, if you guys are wondering what it actually looks like, the world radar looks like, well then, you should see this. This is going to be amazing. You want to see the world radar. This is what it looks like in real time right now. There's, right now, so many storms that I barely even count. Let's actually start with the first storm that we have. In the middle of the ocean, most of these are. Here's one, right here. What kind of affecting Alaska and kind of north areas of the United States. In the middle of the ocean is this storm that has an eye, actually. If you were wondering if these Pacific storms and Atlantic storms have an eye, almost all storms actually have an eye, if you're wondering, especially the ocean storms. As you can see, here's the eye. I mean, there's an eye for everything. You can't really see this one, though. It's kind of weird. But there is an eye in the strong ones, the especially strong ones. So, if you're wondering how strong it is, then you can tell. Now, the one that there's always storms is Antarctica. And this is actually what it looks like right now. See how much snow there is? That's a crazy amount of snow. That is a lot. And if you're wondering how much snow these actually storms give these places, well, most places get, let's look at the north part of Antarctica. They just had a storm. That's really bad. Here's some of the places. So right here, these are all places with 24 inches, all the pink areas. There's also this area. And yeah, it's really, really bad. And it gets even worse. Like in some places. Now, if you're wondering what the temperatures look like in the world, there's some really cool temperatures, and that's what we're going to visit today, actually. Now, some places we can't really, because it's kind of hard to. If you guys are wondering what the world temperature looks like, this is actually what it looks like. It's crazy. Today, the hottest place right now is probably in South America, with the Suriname and Guyana area, and probably parts of those areas. I don't know where that is. Let's look at Boa Vista. I'm pretty sure that's... Or is that in... It's in Roman. Here we go. 97 in Boa Vista, Brazil. That's the hottest area. This is what it looks like, 98, 99, 99. You can see that it's really, really hot here. Like, it's really warm all the time here. Now the coldest place would probably be Antarctica, obviously. Here we go.